Hey, what's up gamers? I'm Cole. Welcome to Play It or Pass, my series where I look at everything Xbox Game Pass. I've been playing video games since as long as I can remember. I grew up with two older brothers, so it was Nintendo Entertainment System, Commodore 64, most of the consoles and PC gaming and things, all the way through to where I am now. I'm excited to share my experience and love of gaming with you. I'm jumping into new and old Xbox Game Pass games I haven't had a chance to try or never even knew what they are. I'm going in blind, I'm giving them a shot, and I'm having fun. So you can decide whether you should play it or pass. Today we're talking about Mechwarrior 5 Mercenaries. Right off the top I'll say, if you don't have a big love of the Mechwarrior franchise, if you don't have like a nostalgic feeling to it, this might be a pass. That said, I'm gonna play it. Mechwarrior 5 seems like a game that's heavy on the business of being a mercenary with a giant fighting robot. And that's pretty cool. I have a lot of nostalgia for the Mechwarrior series. My brother used to play it on PC back in the day. I really enjoy the mechanics of it and the sort of strategic technical aspects. It did feel a little slow at times. That being said, you are a giant lumbering tank, so it's not supposed to feel super fast. There are speedy mechs that move around, but they're not so strong, so they're not gonna last so well in a firefight. So there's a lot of like balance and strategy. For a game that I already have in my library, I think it's probably worth checking out. It feels technical, and when you get into fights with other mechs, it's a lot of fun. But at the beginning, like just dealing with like small objectives and, you know, shooting and destroying like the little tanks, or dealing with, you know, destroying certain facilities or weapons emplacements, or go to this place. It's a lot of just like small objectives and things. That said, there is a massive map in this. So if you do have that nostalgia for Mechwarrior, if you want to do the sort of management of a business, customizing all these mechs for all kinds of specific operations, it seems like there's a lot of depth in the technical aspects of this game. The story itself seems a little formulaic. It seems like the voice acting is not bad, but also not a huge variety. For not being a big AAA game, it seems like a game that there's quite a lot to love. If you've got nothing to play right now that's in the action-adventure genre, if you like mechs, Gundam, that kind of thing, if you like the nostalgic feel of Mechwarrior, you're gonna get a lot out of it. But if you're someone who's just looking at your library and saying, oh, there's an action-adventure game, sci-fi, I don't know if it's worth a shot for me, it definitely runs and looks better on the Series X. Let me tell you a little bit about the nuts and bolts of this game. So the game was developed by Piranha Games and released on December 10th, 2019. Mechwarrior 5 is the first single-player Mechwarrior game since 2002. It's playable on originally Microsoft Windows, Xbox One, Xbox Series X and S. The publishers are Piranha Games and Sold Out Software. It's running on Unreal Engine 4, which is obviously like a very sturdy and robust game engine. It's classified as a shooter, adventure, strategy, and vehicle simulation game. And it really does feel like a simulation. There's so much customization in the mechs and in the loading bay in terms of the loadout, armor, builds, all kinds of specifics to make each mech very personalized for your style and for mission parameters. That's pretty cool. It's a little simulation-y for me. It feels a little slow. It feels like they could just up a few, like a power, or add a little bit more oomph to the explosions or some of the sound effects. It's just, it lacks the luster of that AAA game. So the flip side is, you're getting it for free, and there is a gem in here if mechs are for you. It offers multiplayer, so you can do missions cooperatively, and I think if you had some friends who are also really nostalgic or into the Mechwarrior series, and you got them together and did missions together, that would be a riot. Having yourself and three other buddies go and blow crap sky high, I think it would be an absolute great time. The controls are pretty straightforward and relatively intuitive. I think that's probably where this game would really shine, is just playing with friends. And that's true of lots of games that are maybe a little lackluster. The problem is, you need to get those friends together to get the most out of this game. The single player experience in this game, like the mechanics, are not bad, but the story is not terrific, and it feels like I'll be grinding out to ultimately be underwhelmed. When I get through my library, it's one that I might look at again. Let's take a minute and just look at what the internet thinks. With any of these games, I'm trying really hard to go in with as little knowledge as possible about the game so I can get an honest, you know, just gut reaction. And I think that's hopefully what's going to be valuable to you. Let's see what everyone else is saying. Alright, so not totally surprising. So the Metascore is 74% and the user score is 7.3, and when those things line up, it's probably a pretty good bet. I think this game, if you love mechs or you have some buddies who do, is going to be an awesome time. It's a cool simulation, there's a lot of customization and depth within the systems of the game. It feels and plays pretty much how you would hope it would be, though I would personally like it to be a little more arcadey, but that's not what it's going for. It seems very much more like a simulation of what it would be like to own and operate a giant fighting robot mercenary company, and that's pretty cool. For title and production on this scale, the 74% seems really fair. It's one of those like take it or leave it. If the nostalgia is for you, I think you'll have a really good time and you should check it out. But generally speaking, I think this one is a pass. I don't think it makes it into my ideal Xbox library. Thank you guys so much for stopping by for my first review ever. I had a fun time. I can leave a little bit more footage and just chill with some music to finish off the video here, and hopefully, you know, if you do love the Mechwarrior series, you'll get as much fun as I did. I played it for 3-4 hours, and I really kind of enjoyed that experience, but I wasn't enticed by the story to find out more. But I'm glad I checked it out, because now I know, and it's actually pretty cool. I would come back to this game again. If I find someone to play with me, I'll be in there, so we'll see. Thanks, you guys. If you have some Game Pass games that you love that are like hidden gems, leave it in the comments below so I can go check them out. Come back soon to check out more reviews, get the most bang out of your buck for your Xbox Game Pass.
Heads up, Commander. I'm detecting enemy units up ahead. Could be a raider patrol.
Copy.
I mean... That. Battle grid. All right. This guy has a jaunty run.
Take that, Audrey.
Mercenary Lance, I have clear visual on your approach. Comms are full sync. Welcome aboard.
Now fan out and take defensive positions. Prepare for incoming hostiles.
Yeah, incoming hostiles for certain.